What up, chat? What up, guys? I think I'd like to stand on a little box or something. Right? Nothing really to stand on. Can you guys see me? You guys see me okay? Can you guys hear me okay? Ugh. Hmm. Shit, man, today it's quiet. I've never seen so quiet. I've never seen YouTube quiet like this before. Seriously. I've never seen YouTube quiet like this. Ugh. Just doesn't make any sense. Hello, is anybody there? Chat, are you even alive? Like I say, normally I talk about the news, I talk about politics and all that crap, same as everybody else. And usually 10, 20 people jump in and then they leave. So I don't know what's going on today at all. I just don't get it. Makes me want to go to the gym and lift some weights. Lift some weights. What up, chat? I'm flexing my calf muscles. Edit Edge, what's up? Cindy Welch. What's up, Cindy Welch? I'm flexing my calf muscles right now because I'm just surprised how slow everything's going today. Cindy. So what's up, you guys? Normally I post every day at 7:30 p.m., but I thought I'd try something a little bit different and talk to you guys on this beautiful Sunday afternoonio. Nice workout, man. Yeah, I love working out. I love working out so much. I either work out, sleep, or am sore and eating chicken breast. Gabriello says, "What's up, guys? Welcome to my little short stream today. I want to know about you guys. I want to know where you're from. I'm from Eastern Canada. I'm from New Brunswick, and my hobbies include doing pointless ass stuff every single day. How about that? And yeah, I'm 31. No, sorry, I'm 32 years old, and I live in a small town with probably 20,000 people in it. You're from China, Dorito. Do they sell Doritos in China? Do they sell Doritos in China? I'm starting to wonder. I guess they sell Doritos all around the world. Edit Edge says you're from Canada. Do you like editing videos or something? How did you come up with the name Edit Edge? My guy. That's what everybody says now in my town is my guy. How's it going, my guy? Yeah. Oh, they do sell Doritos in China. Okay, well, right on. No, yesterday I went to the gym. No, 2 days ago I pulled an all-nighter. I could not sleep, so I went to the gym. I trained my chest, and then I slept in the middle of the day, and I screwed up my sleeping schedule a little bit. So I'm on day 2 now of being sore, and I'm recovering from a little bit of a cold. So I'm kind of a little bit bored, eh? Oh, they do, but sometimes knockoffs. Yeah, well, pretty much everything in China is a knockoff. Rumor has it that anytime an American company makes $5 million off of selling a product, China figures out a way to copy it and make it cheaper. They've been doing it for years. I don't know why the people of Canada and the States don't figure that out, but whatever. Hope you get better. Well, thanks a lot, man. Just you hanging out with me today makes it a lot better there. Someone to talk to, someone to hang out with, people to chill out with, make small talk, that sort of thing. So, yep, their iPhones are $20. Oh my God, are you kidding me? I didn't know that. Shit, man, where can I order a $20 phone? I got this phone from China actually for like 175 bucks. I don't want to pay the Google Pixel like $1,300 for the basic model. The prices are just outlandish, eh? Yeah, yeah. The price of phones, flagship phones. In like 2015, a flagship phone was like 400 bucks. And that was just 10 years ago. Now they want triple that, right? Yeah, that's certainly cheap. Yeah, well, I guess it is American. Yeah, 100 and I mean Canadian, 150 bucks plus tax for a phone. This one got like 60 gigs of RAM. And do you want money, Zoe? Don't we all? Yeah. Bro, Google Pixel 9a is only 500 bucks. Yeah, but probably Grizzly for like the United States. If you convert that to American, it's like 750 plus tax. What if you donate $100? Yeah, yeah. Well, that'd be cool. I mean, for like an e-transfer, I forgot to do in the description, like I forgot to do like my e-transfer or whatever for lowercase d1131989d at gmail.com. Password David. Oh, it's 500 American. Yeah, exactly. 500 American, but I live in Canada, so it's almost double of that now. Oh, jeez. But yeah. Oh, well. What does it say? A little plus symbol. Start a poll. Yeah. Start a poll. Bro. I just can't believe I just turned on this live stream and someone was like, "Do you want money? I will donate money." I just wasn't expecting that. Dropping a sub, man. You're generally an interesting streamer and not brain rot. Well, thanks a lot, Ed Age, man. That means a lot because I can't see who subscribed until I finish the live stream. But usually I do live stream every night, but people just pass me by so quickly. Usually they're looking for like pretty women and all that kind of stuff, so that flies off the shelves, eh? Gianna Del Ohms. Hi. Oh, okay, what's up, man? Okay, Dorito, let me figure this out, okay? I'm going to start a poll. Okay, we'll say e-transfer, hold on, e-transfer, and then after that, I'll say my email, D11. Okay, that's my Gmail for yes, and then for no, the password will be lowercase David. Okay, so done. Okay, and then start poll. Okay, so I press start poll. It's kind of a bit too big, eh? But whatever. I wanted to make it smaller. I wanted to make the friggin' thing smaller. But yeah. Now when people come on the live stream, they're gonna be like, they're gonna see, my face like this. I'm gonna look like a friggin' dummy or whatever. Oh my God! So there. Are you asking for money? See, she just said the same thing. Well, Z, if you scroll up, you're going to see that there's a person named Dorito who was insisting they give me money, but I said I can't because I have less than 500 subscribers and 4,000 hours. I'm not in the partner program, all this kind of stuff. And it's hard to do. You cannot do a super chat. And they're like, "Oh, I really want to," or something, and all that. So I was like, okay, I cannot edit the description and all that kind of stuff. So I didn't know what to do. So I just created this poll. You could be a pretty woman if you try it hard enough, says Z. That's pretty funny, actually, because whenever I was living in Montreal, a lot of gay men would approach me, and they would ask me to dress up as a woman for the strip club. And if that doesn't sound as strange as it sounds of me saying this on live in front of a bunch of random people, I don't know what is. But some people insisted that I would look good as a lady or whatever, which is strange. But supposedly, it's true actually, and I did take some edits actually of how I would transform, and supposedly with my jaw and whatever, I would look really good as a lady actually. But I'm not. I'm 100% man, brah. Z lady. He isn't. I just want to dono atop his place, face at top screen. Yeah, I know. You're so right, CAA aliens. You're so right. Uh, my face is supposed to be at the top, and the donation is supposed to be at the bottom, or whatever the poll. But right now, I my phone is up and I'm down, so that kind of sucks. Uh, I didn't really plan on anyone coming in right away as fast as you guys did. So what took place was I just kept standing here, but I should be elevated a little bit more so you guys could see me more because it's like hi guys. uh, that's why. CA aliens tip. Wow, edit edge. Wow, Doritos badass. Edit edge sick. You miss living in the South. So when you're living in China, do you call Americans like the South or something? I'm telling all my friends to sub. Oh, Dorito, man, thanks, man. You're too kind. You're too kind, really. I mean, I'm used to people sharing out my content, and then they would like laugh at me, and they would say, "Oh, here's David," with another one of his quirky little shorts, because I would post shorts every single day, transforming into a robot, or just hanging out with my dog Valentine, or going for a walk or whatever. And originally, I was live streaming every day, and I was telling people like, I would just give life advice at 7:30 p.m. live, and I met a few people. I met a few. I got a few good friends or whatever, I guess you could say. I met a lot of interesting people. I met this young lady who works at a swimming pool for her dad, a swimming pool company. Met this other lady from Denmark. Met this guy who's taken an airplane course. I also met a guy who's like a CBC News reporter. It's not letting me don't know. I don't know why. Uh, well, sorry, man. I don't know what to say. But my e-transfer, make sure it's lowercase the e-transfer, and 1131989D. Yeah, that's my Gmail. I mean, I've been using it for years. I'm with the bank Desjardins. I mean, I don't know. I was scrolling, then I saw your stream and started watching. You're funny. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, I've been known to be pretty funny in the past or whatever before I got all serious. I like 2, 3 years ago when I started working out and I started being maybe a little bit too serious. And I got pretty strong and pretty jacked and everything, and posted some photos of myself on my Instagram and that. And I used to do like physique updates, and I try and get ripped and everything, and try and get huge. But yeah, I'm pretty much at my natural limit right now. And yeah, I just got videos of me on YouTube curling like 90 pounds, 80 pounds. Oh, Dorito, I once had a Lambo, but I got robbed. Holy crap. I mean, you never know what's going to happen in life. Uh, I got a buddy who I hung out with my whole childhood, and basically I chose to be like the good guy. I was like a wildlife conservation worker, and I used to clean in the operating rooms of hospitals and stuff like that. But I got this other buddy who I grew up with, and he got into gangs and all that kind of business or whatever. But he's loaded. He's rich. Some people, they choose the dark path or whatever, and then they become wildly successful. Like, holy crap. Like, this guy got like 3 houses and 3 brand new fully loaded GMC 3500 trucks and all that crap, man. People are just balling. I mean, I work my butt off, and I'm just a regular guy, and then my buddy is like a freaking multi-millionaire, but he does some pretty terrible stuff too. So it was good for me because I spend way too much time on it. Hey, well, I live in New Brunswick, so if I had a Lambo and if I lived in New Brunswick, Canada, I'd be hitting every single pothole, and by the time I got 100 kilometers down the road, all 4 tires would fly off, and my car would fly off the Van Horn Bridge or the St. John Bridge or the PEI Bridge or whatever, and I'd fly off into the ocean there. Seems like the only way you can survive in New Brunswick is if you got a fully loaded truck lifted. Yeah, sorry if you guys can hear me swallowing coffee there. That probably sounds pretty weird. I got my microphone on my chest there or whatever, so I can only imagine what it's like when the coffee is like washing down my throat or whatever. Oh, call me crazy, eh? Yeah, so Edit Edge. That's a cool name, man. How'd you come up with Edit Edge? I'm always fascinated by people's names. My previous name on YouTube used to be Watch Me Do Stuff because I felt that a lot of haters used to watch me, a lot of my family and close friends in my small town. I had a small town of like 300 people. So if ever I post a video, they would all watch it and start laughing and all that kind of stuff. So I just kind of become sarcastic and I was like, watch me do stuff, because I knew they were watching me every moment of every day there. Even when I was cutting grass, people would like freak out to, not freak out, but they would drive by slow and look at me, look at my big blue eyes. I'm not sure if they would look at me with my big brown blue eyes while I'm cutting grass, but you know what I mean. Oh yeah, Edit Edge. I do edits of characters and stuff. So yeah, okay, well that's cool, man. I'm gonna check you out later. I'll see what stuff you like to do. Edits of characters. That's really cool. I like to do edits as well. I got some really cool edits of myself, like wearing cool armor and chains and a dragon and gold and all that kind of stuff. But now you just make videos. Okay, I understand. I understand. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Uh, yeah. My son is getting crazy, is getting CS crazy, right? Uh, I don't know what that means, man. Oh, I just got way bright lighting. It was good for me. Yeah. I don't know what I did there. I just pressed one little button and all of a sudden the screen got super bright. I didn't even really press anything. It was kind of strange, eh? What's my favorite food, Dorito? Well, I'll tell you what my favorite food is. Uh, it used to be turkey because turkey was $18 at Walmart for a small one for a 5 kg bird. But now my favorite is chicken breast. I recently got into chicken breast. I would put it in a roasting pan with a bunch of spices like salt, pepper, habanero, even like chili stuff and all that stuff. I put it in the roasting pan covered with potatoes, garlic, and sometimes those like white carrots or whatever, parsnips. And yeah, I put it in the oven at 300 for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and just let the time cook it. Just let the time cook it. You're a chill streamer for real. Thanks, PvP, man. Means a lot. Stick around, ask me whatever questions you want, hang around. Nice little chill stream. Just talking about just regular everyday stuff. So I recently got lazy for the cooking. Yeah, I let the oven do the work, and the less I work, the better. I actually Dorito, yeah, says try pork smoke in a smoker if you have one. Yeah, I actually had pork yesterday, and I made a short of it. Just a real short video cooking bacon, and I flipped it in the frying pan, and I did enjoy it. But the only thing is, it took me like half an hour to cook the bacon because I had it like cooking on medium because I did not want it to stick because I find that really annoying when it sticks. Super annoying. So I went slow, but I don't like standing in the kitchen for like 45 minutes with a frying pan. You know what I mean? I prefer to just shoot stuff in the oven and let's just let the oven do it. Seriously, I don't know. You're gonna watch it right on. Thanks, Dorito. Thanks, man. Means a lot. Yeah. Usually I post every day. I forgot to post a short today, but whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. So what's up? What's up? What's up? Nancy. Nancy says hi. Nancy Baragilio. That is such a cool name. That sounds like an Italian name. So let's check out some of the people that decided to say hi today. We had Malik. We had Malik come and say hi. We had Cindy Welch. We had Aliens420. We got user WN whatever. That was the girl X. We got Grizzly Bish. We got Salvador Moreno. We got Schmerkio. I love your guys' names, honestly. We got OBV Hymns. We got Zoe XRM1. We got Shelia Veneracion. We got PVC Pro YT1. That's cool. I just love talking to other people, meeting new people, learning about what other people like to do, and all the stuff that really makes the world go around. And we got Nancy right on, and we still got Dorito. My favorite food is pulled pork. Okay, okay. I wonder why that is. Is it because, like, is it because of the pulling apart factor? Here in New Brunswick, we got sirloin pork once in a while goes on sale. It's like a big square piece of pork, big rectangular piece of pork, maybe like 2 inches thick, and then it's like by 1 foot by 1 foot rectangle. And then thanks, editor. Well, yeah, usually I'm nice. I'm only nice to people that's nice. If somebody's like a really evil person, usually I'm pretty mean to them. But yeah, getting back to my pork story, we get sirloin pork for sale once in a while with just a little bit of the fat on top, and then probably about an inch or two of the pork. It's a big slab, and I like to put it in a roasting pan with sliced potatoes and all that, and then put the pork on top. So vegetables at the bottom, pork on top. Put it in there. Oh man, it's so good. Let me tell you. Uh, After about 2 3 hours cooking there, so it is good. It is good, but pulled pork is chewy when it's tough, and therefore, like 1 or 2 days later, once it gets cold and everything, there 2 3 days in the fridge, the leftovers, and I find pork takes a long time to digest. And if you look online, sometimes pork takes like 16 hours to digest, but then sometimes, but chicken usually only takes like 45 minutes to digest or 3 4 hours to digest. So it goes pretty good, man. Okay, you gotta know, go. Nice talking to you, Dorito. See you later, man. Thanks a lot for coming to chill. We got Carp DM, who's an evil person. Okay, well, you're blocked instantly. Sniff Dose Rants said, oh, see, I got the light bright again. Would you rather watch a tree grow? Oh, you said that to me yesterday, didn't you? Didn't you say that to me yesterday? I hear people talking downstairs in my apartment. Oh, Sniff Dose Rants, what is up, dude? Dudette? To be honest, Sniff Dose Rants, you kind of look like a lady in your stream. When I look at your stream, it looks, no, sorry, when I look at your profile picture, it looks like you have pink lipstick on, and you look like you're in a serious diet because your cheeks are kind of sucked in. So really, if I was to, you look like an attractive lady. Sniff Dose Rants, just letting you know. If you vibe with that, that's cool. I mean, hell, I don't mind looking at handsome people or something, but whatever. Carp DM couldn't handle it. Right on, right on. I'm trying to listen downstairs because I hear people talking downstairs, but they kind of sound like they're arguing. No, don't hear nothing. Uh, what's up with you guys, man? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yo, can you guys hear me when I drink coffee? Did anyone e-transfer me anything? I'm not seeing nothing. D1131989D. Kind of. Yeah, what up? What up, what up, what up? Well, at least you're still here, Headed Edge. Kinda hear you. I don't know what to say. I'm just chilling. What do you guys got planned for this evening, man? What are you guys doing this evening? What's up? I mean, that guy Dorito was saying, "Oh, I want to e-transfer you." I'm gonna be honest with you, at Edge. Like, I do e, excuse me, I do e-transfer like here and there a little bit, like 3, 4 times a month, and it always works. Okay, you're doing some gaming right on. Yeah, like I say, I do e-transfer 2, 3 times a month. And he said it wasn't working. I don't know why it wasn't working because I mean it worked for everybody else. I mean, not that it matters, but I'm just saying like it's supposed to work at least on my end. A couple weeks ago, somebody actually gave me a hundred. No, so, yeah, $165. But I wound up giving my friend half because my friend he really needed some help or whatever there. So I give him $65, and I was like, yeah, man, well, it's the least I can do or whatever because I he's going through some stuff right now, financially with his family and all that kind of stuff. Whatever. What's up, Dorito? I was just talking to Edit Edge about you. I said I was like, I don't know why my e-transfer is not working. I was using it a couple weeks ago because I was saying that I had a buddy. His name is Mike, and he was going through some family troubles or whatever, and I helped him out anyway. But hey, Michael C, I know it looks like a shameless plug with my poll up here, but I think it was Dorito. He was asking about it earlier for e-transfer because my super chats don't work. But I'm looking to get 500 subscribers. I'm looking to get 4,000 watch time hours. Once I get in the partner, what is this lighting issue? Oh my God, what is going on here? Once I get into the YouTube partner program crap, I can get super chats or whatever. Even though super chats take like 60% or something, 50%. Dorito, I'm in my car right now driving. I'm not gonna talk a lot, okay? Well, I don't blame you, man. Most people when they're driving, they listen to music, or whatever. I used to love that. I used to love listening to music on my cell phone, and then I go to the gym, or whatever. Man, that was the best. You ever listen to some really good music that you like, and you're going to the gym, and you're like, "Brr," and you just know that when you walk into the gym doors, you're like, "You're gonna smash these weights, man." Oh, I get a lot of my private video. I got a lot of private videos on my YouTube that I blocked because of some of the stuff I was doing was just too crazy, and it looks bad when you're on camera. I was doing like 250 pound uh, barbell curls or whatever, T-bar rows. I got videos of me curling 90 pound dumbbells. I got videos of me curling 80 pound dumbbells. Okay, 1,000 subs to unlock super chat. Ah, that sucks. Well, I'm fucked forever. But anyways, yeah, and I got videos of me doing like adductor squeezes of like 350 pounds, seated leg extension 325 pounds for 3 reps. And keep in mind, I only weigh 170. Fun times, fun times. You'd be surprised how strong you are when your life is going to hell in a handbasket. No, that's not true. I feel as though every young man who passes the age of 25, they kind of go through like a warrior type phase. That's why you see on TikTok a lot of these, oh, I'm a warrior, oh, I'm a philosopher type thing. And, young men just gobble up that stuff like crazy, especially 25-year-olds when they're developing. Uh, my wife is complaining right now because I didn't buy her perfume. Well, you know, man, I got some diesel perfume from like 2011, and I'm still using it to this day because supposedly it like never expires, right? Is that true that perfume like never expires or just gets stronger and stronger? I mean, I wouldn't recommend spraying that like on your skin if it's like 10 years old, but people just spray it on like their winter jacket or something like that. Oh man, there was this woman at my apartment a couple days ago. She was like spraying around smelly stuff everywhere she went. Every time, she went to the bathroom, every time she walked down the hallway there, and holy man, the house smelled like a Hewer. Smelled not good. He seemed pretty buff, man. Yeah, well, man, you should see whenever I go to the gym. I go to the gym here. There's 750 people that go to the gym, and everyone's bigger than me. It's crazy. Everyone's on roids, man. Flex your muscles. How about that? I don't know. Nothing too crazy. The lighting is not really good for showing my muscles, but how's that? I don't know. Oh shit. Ah, I don't know. But trust me, if the lighting was like dark from above there, like the bodybuilders there, I'd look a lot better. You should see my Instagram whenever like 5, 6 years ago I was like a lot bigger, man. Seriously. But right now I weigh like 180 or something. But, ah. Ugh. But yeah, my biceps got a lot bigger these last couple weeks. I'll be honest with you. Uh, my biceps grew a lot when I started squeezing, squeezing, and heavy weights as heavy as possible for clean reps. So it's kind of painful, well, especially when you get more and more reps. But really squeeze that muscle, squeeze it until it's right about to fly off the origin and insertion of the muscle there. Squeeze it until like I don't know, like you would either the muscle is gonna rip off the bone or you're gonna lift the weight. Is how hard I would squeeze it for heavy weight. And what I mean by heavy weight is heavy weight for you, not Timmy down the street or the other guy. What's heavy for him? What's heavy for you? Uh, and for me, a couple days ago, that was just two 45-pound dumbbells, but they had big handles. So the handles was like this big, which kind of sucks because it when you got a big handle on the dumbbells, it forces you to use your grip muscles more, and it kind of makes you weaker. I find you want dumbbells that's kind of thin grips, like maybe only like this big or something, so you can really get a good squeeze on that, and it's not going anywhere there. But if the handle's too big for your hands, you can't grip it as well. I find anyway, so it makes me a lot weaker. But that's why in my YouTube videos 2, 3 years ago, I'm curling 90-pound dumbbells no problem because I love the grips. Oh, you're at work now. I dropped off my wife. Okay, right on, man. That's cool. That's cool. It's good that husband and wife drive each other to work. Complain about perfume. I wish I had a lady, in my life who would complain every single moment of every single day. I'm just kidding. Oh, my son got a F on his test, F minus. Okay, that sucks, man. He got a little flunk, or whatever, flunked the test. But on the plus side, if it's only worth like 5% of the report card, then it's not that bad, right? Like of the whole year, let's say, depends what grade he's in or if he's in college or whatever. But if you fail a test or like an exam that's worth 60% of the year, well, then that sucks because in that case, it would mean you fail the whole year because it doesn't matter. The other 40% of the year wouldn't work. It's a unit test. Okay, well, I'm not really familiar with what a unit test is. I don't really know. I wonder what a unit test is. That like maybe for a job or something, some sort of unit. I wonder what a unit test is. Kind of sounds like a police unit test or something. I don't know. Not that I have anything against cops or whatever. Just like what unit is that? Okay, a unit test. Okay, well, uh, I mean, sometimes yeah, learning law stuff can be hard and all that. Yeah, it all depends there. Sometimes, my bad, I mean exam, okay? I understand you now. Exams, yeah, well, one time, ow, my leg. Oh, shit. Ah, my God, I just dropped my phone. Can you believe that? Oh, that would suck. Oh, guys.
Well, that could have ended badly.
Holy crap. Jeez, I hope my phone's okay. But anyway, I forget what I was gonna say. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about these exams, man. Jeez. Back in 2011, I had like a mapping exam in French, and I'm English. And the teacher was a terrible teacher, and man, I failed an exam one time with like 18%. But you know something? I didn't really care because I was taking a forestry course at the time, and I wanted to protect animals. I wanted to do conservation and that. I did not want to just like do clear cutting all my life. A lot of people, they graduate forestry, and the only people that will hire them is obviously the biggest companies, and obviously the biggest companies just cut thousands of trees a day, and I didn't want to do that, right? So I just continued my life, and you know, time is a way of passing, and we just wind up doing other things. So maybe if your son fails an exam and he wants to be a carpenter, let's say, but he's having trouble passing. Well, let's say that if he did become a carpenter, well, maybe the only places I would hire him would be big carpentry places or whatever. And then what would take place is you need like 6,000 hours to get a good journeyman exam or to get a good, great salary. So really, what I'm trying to say is for your son, I would say like the best you could do is maybe like pass the carpentry course, let's say, and then open a business and try and be your own carpenter. Or you could just circumvent this whole exam thing and just start a business and hire people to do carpentry, let's say, and then you're the business owner of the big carpentry place. So I wouldn't really take exams too seriously anymore, Dorito. There's so much that you can do in this world now to develop yourself without a teacher telling you you succeeded or you failed or you passed or you did not. And something to look at after this video and to think about, because I come to realize, you know, in my young life, that one of the best things you can do is just try and work on yourself and get better every single day. Because I mean, that's what your bosses and employers are doing, anyways. You know, and that's what teachers should be doing, is trying to get better every day. And a lot of those teachers that's failing kids is not doing better. They're actually the ones that's lazy. So how do you like them apples? Did all you guys leave me? Yeah, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up, boys and girls? Be like Edge. Tell your friends about me. I work as a software engineer. Are you kidding me, man? You're a software engineer? Frig, that explains the whole Lambo story and the wife and the perfume thing. Man, you guys are like really sought after, like in terms of this whole AI stuff, because software is like the next big thing or whatever. Hardware was also important, although that was reaching its limits. I know a little bit about that stuff. I know a little bit about Nvidia, and I know a little bit of like Elon. He wants to start this company called like Micro Hard instead of Microsoft. It's like Micro Hard or something because he wants to do hardware. Oh God, these people are crazy, eh? 1 million saved, right on, man. Congratulations, brother. 1 million saved, awesome, awesome. I hope you're enjoying yourself. I hope you're not $7 million in debt, and I hope you're not. You know, I just hope you're doing well or whatever. Me, I'm not doing too bad. I got 6 digits. You know, I got low 6 digits. You know, I'm laughing because like I don't know what's gonna happen, Dorito. Like in 2, 3. Sorry for flexing. Yeah, it's okay to flex. That's fine. It's fine. I was just laughing a second ago because I'm like, with the economy, I don't know if houses are gonna go up. Like houses in the middle of nowhere is gonna go up to 300 grand, and then houses in San Francisco is gonna go up to like 3, 4 million. And then if ever there's like a lot more software development or whatever, what'll take place is and with AI and all this stuff, I don't know if all those houses is gonna go down to like 5, 10 grand. because of like just right now those robots are making houses with cement, and it's just like a robot arm, and it just goes around in circles and circles and circles all day and makes people houses or whatever. Man, I can't wait for that day, like where they start doing it a lot more. I know they're doing it a little bit now, but we need more. We need more. We need more people like you, Dorito. We need software engineers. Ed, sorry, man, I have to go, but have a great night. See you later, man. See you later, brother. Normally I'm on at 7:30 p.m. every night, but I don't know if I'll be on tonight. Hard to say. But check you out later, man. Did you know USA guns are legal? Did I? I mean, I think everybody knows that, man. I think everybody knows that. Man, wasn't there a time where the rise of the electric car, the guy who in Bowling for Columbine there, this famous director, back when George Bush was president, you could go to the bank, open up a bank account, and they give you a free gun just for having a bank. Elon Musk, yeah, yeah. I think you're behind on the conversation there, Dorito. I was just saying, Elon Musk wants to do a company called Micro Hard to do a punch to Microsoft, right? Microsoft, and they do software, but I think Elon wants to do hardware or something like that. I don't know. That crazy fella. There you go. Okay, you're okay. Sometimes I wonder like if there's a lag on my stream because sometimes I talk for 2 3 minutes and then some people are like 5 minutes behind or whatever. So I was like, oh geez, if he's only at that point in the stream, he's a little bit behind. But right on. Well, it's nice talking to you, Dorito. It's nice talking to you, Edit Edge. Here. Too bad there wasn't like 5 10 people in the stream to hang out with. But well, because something when I scroll on YouTube Live and I look at other content creators, a lot of them are just like, and they're not doing anything. But there's like 200 people in the room. So either A, they're bots, or B, I guess they're fans or whatever. But I just don't know. Some people just, particularly beautiful women, are just like, hi, like they're so like unimpressed or whatever. But like by everyone or something like that. But they're doing great. I don't know how they do it. Dorito. I also have a dog, and his name is Chip, and he's a Shiba Inu. Holy crud! I got a dog named Valentine. He's a Burmese mountain dog. He's 10 years old. He's a senior dog. Of course, he doesn't know it. And he's black, and he's white, and he's brown, and he's always happy. He never bites anyone. One time, though, he almost bit a little baby kind of girl dog there. She was rubbing him the wrong way, and he got pissed, and he went like that, whatever. And I was like, "Whoa! I can't believe you did that," because normally he never does that, but he wasn't having it. And she was like kind of like too young of a dog, really, to do that to, which was weird. I'm on my break also right now. Chip is sassy, yeah. Well, you never know about like the chemical kind of relationship with a dog when it bumps into another dog, like if they're gonna get along or not gonna get along or whatever. Uh, sometimes it's just how it is. Sometimes, like one time I was walking my dog a couple of days ago, and whenever I was walking my dog, there was this other dog who was kind of like a handicapped dog, and this dog hated everyone and everything, and it was always barking at everything, even the owner. And he was walking towards me, of course, and my dog was like, "Oh crap, here comes this dog. I better toughen up or whatever." Even though it was a small dog, it was like a 10 pound dog versus a 150 pound dog, and I had to hold the leash real, real tight there because they were gonna get in a fight just because the other one was so giving off an aura, giving off this big energy, and just wasn't cool. So yeah, that was it. So you never know what's gonna happen, right? My neighbor has a dog that's a pit bull. Okay, right on, right on, right on. Yeah, well, if you're living in the city, who's who, and even your neighbors, like who's who. Oh, I think I got a sneeze coming. Ah, excuse me. Hopefully it didn't just destroy my microphone. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. You got a pit bull next door, yeah. You know what's annoying sometimes too about living in like the suburbs is when you're just like lying there chilling, watching TV, and somebody's dog two, three houses down, somebody's dog there two, three houses down the road, goes, row, or they do like different types of barks there, like up in the air like that, or then sometimes they're be like yep, little yeps or what, and you're laying there and you're trying to sleep there because you just want to take a 1 hour sleep there and just quiet and nothing, and then out of nowhere someone will be like, whoa, and you're like, oh, fuck, I hate this town. Because yeah, I can agree. Yeah, it almost makes you want to call the cops, hey, just to tell you, shut the fuck down, shut the fuck up. But of course you can't or whatever. There once in a while I did snap at the owners there. Oh my god. Like 10 years ago I had a neighbor who got a little dog. It was like a little black dog. And yeah, it had a little mouth and a little face and all that kind of stuff. But what happened was this dog barked so much that eventually she just had no choice but to put him down. And he bit her. He bit little girls. Little 4-year-old girls. You know, he was biting just anything. You know, he was just never coming around. And my neighbor just put him down. But my neighbor was a lady who was like really just busy and self-conceited and did her own thing, and she was kind of like stupid in a way. A random dog in your doggy door sniffing around. Hey, that's hilarious. That's crazy, man. I'm just looking at a crow up in the tree over there. Wonder if you guys can see. Oh no, he flew away. Oh, he's flying away. Look at him. Did you guys just see that crow that flew by? Yeah, so my neighbor Patty, she was never playing with a full deck of cards, really. And she didn't really care about anything but herself and what she was doing every day, which was cooking. She was a cook. And yeah, she just had enough of the dog pretty much barking. Took 7 years. Well, no, probably took 5 years. But I hear boss is yelling at me. Oh no, Dorito! I wonder what he's yelling at you about. Is it because of my loud voice? Well, hey man, you're a software engineer, so you're like one of the most valuable people in the whole world. You know, because companies are just so horny for. Okay, good to know, Dorito. Good to know it's not me. Yeah, just people all around the world are just so excited about software and programming and coding and all that kind of stuff. Really depends what you do, but yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool that you're into that stuff. Yeah, I was just into everything for my life, really. I was into forestry, I was into animal conservation, I was into hunting, I was into janitorial type stuff, believe it or not, working at hospitals. Uh, Life lover. I was into working out. I was into just whatever. Just into. I was into Nintendo, PS1, PS2, Xbox. I mean, I played them all. I played lots of games, but I pretty much fell off of the whole game industry with Call of Duty and all that kind of stuff, and pay to win type stuff, and shooting games kind of ruined the industry. Okay, it isn't because you fell behind. Okay, damn it, you fell behind, brother. Got to stay ahead of the game. Got to stay ahead of the game. Right on. Yeah, well, everybody, especially in your industry, they want more and more and more there. It's the thing about your kind of technology job is that it kind of never ends in a way that you always have to be better than your competition, eh? Because then they always want to be better than you. So even bodybuilding is competitive. When I go to the gym, the other guys look at some of the other guys and they say who's got what muscles and who's bigger and who's stronger, and that's what keeps people motivated to go to the gym. And so that's how it is too, and that's how it is competitively with ladies too. Ladies do the same thing when they work out. They try and look sexier and sexier, and it's just how it is. You're 46. Dorito says you're 46, yo. Right on. Congratulations on making it to mid 40s. Man, I'm 32. And from 25 to 32, it went by fast. from 25 is when I was like, okay, I'm ready. Let's go. Ah, so full of life and all that. Of course, I was full of life too from 20 to 25, but I was more so like trying to prove myself to other people from 20 to 25. But once I turned 25, I wanted to prove certain things to myself. And I started going on that individual journey, let's say, of bettering myself, not because people told me to or wanted me to or said that I had to or whatever, but it's like I had to do it like for myself on my own. And that was pretty scary. It was pretty scary, especially when your intelligence increases more and more. It can get more and more scary. The smarter you get. I come up. I'm working right now. I'm not gonna chat a lot. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine, man. Keep doing what you're doing. But like, I always got a famous saying. Like, sorry. I got a famous saying. You can either be a genius, or no, you could be a fool surrounded by geniuses, and all is well, because it's okay. The geniuses will take care of you. But if you're a genius and you're surrounded by fools, well, that's got to be tough because you can see what's going on and you say and you know what's going on, but all the fools and all the dummies, are laughing at you and think that you're wasting your time and they don't understand you. So that can be something that's really difficult if somebody would by any chance have that type of uh, I don't know what you would say, that perception or whatever there. Not that I'm the smartest cookie. I'm not saying I'm a genius, but I might be pretty good at certain stuff. Not math. No, I suck at math and I suck at software engineering, that's for sure. Oh, geez. But I like philosophy. I like, and I'm a life learner, put it that way. I like learning. I would actually like to learn even more. But the thing about learning is that if you learn certain things in life, that is like, oh, your friend is a billionaire, right on, man. Congrats to him. I hope he enjoys himself. I know it's hard being a billionaire, actually. I do know that a lot of billionaires are actually scared. Big millionaires too, like 200 million, whatever. But a lot of multi-millionaires in the family, and a couple billionaires. I know they're scared of being kidnapped and they're scared of being like abducted or held for ransom and stuff. And it is a sensitive subject. And if you obviously were to mention it, they would fly away from you and avoid you. But I'm just saying, like, even the super rich and the ultra wealthy and all that, they got fears. And when you go on vacation as a multi-millionaire or a multi-billionaire, it can be scary because yes, you have security, but you're also on vacation and you're in the middle of nowhere. So it's always that thing in the back of your mind, maybe not necessarily, but like when someone's pouring you drinks, you have experience being hostage. Well, there you go. Me too, actually. I've experienced it. It's not a fun feeling or whatever. But I do know what that's like. Actually, I do know what that's like, especially if people that have, especially if your captors are suffering from like serious mental health stuff, then that's kind of even more scary. Because if it's just a question of criminality, that's kind of like sucks or whatever there. But if like you got some crazy people there that's like freaking out around you, that's scary. But yeah, to continue my story, my man. Uh, yeah, to continue my story, my friend, is yeah, I do know what that's like. Yeah, but as I was saying, getting back to what I was talking about 5-10 minutes ago. Yeah, I know it can be tough for even the ultra wealthy or whatever, but they're pretty good for the most part. They're pretty good for the most part. Oh, that's one good thing about being, I don't know, middle class is that you can just kind of be in the moment and enjoy yourself too. But if you got like $200 million in the bank, or if you got a billion, you always got to think about, okay, well, how can I, make even more to not only my interest pays my life, but what takes place is like maybe that you would get, what's a way that I can get an extra 10 million or 20 million, let's say. So then therefore, I can invest more into, say, for example, Bitcoin, this, that, and the other thing. And then like 2 years down the road, that would be 3x or whatever that. And then I could use that in 2, 3 years from now when I get that 100 mil, I can compete even more with this other guy's stock market competition or whatever. That's what CEOs do. They have the responsibility of overseeing the company, make sure it does good, that in exchange they get lots of money for it too, and succeeding. And but at the same time, like their opponent, let's say, is doing the same thing. So what I'm trying to say, I had an ankle monitor once. Okay, yeah, all right. A little bit strange, huh? So what I was gonna say was the thing about planet Earth that is actually going wrong right now, in my opinion. For the first time in the past, it was maybe okay, but leading up to now in the year of 2025, being competitive in this day and age might actually be a bad thing. Hear me out. Because sometimes if you're overly competitive, what can happen is you can make mistakes. Excuse me, because you're going too fast, you're in too big of a rush, you have anxiety that you're not going to get to the finish line first, or maybe if let's say you wake up in the morning and you have to have 100 milligrams of caffeine, and 20 grams of carbs and 20 grams of protein, and you have to go for a run, and if just your day is not making sense or whatever, there's that push from the inside that makes you upset. And sometimes it's this big rush that can lead to basically a mistake or an accident or whatever. Like when you were talking about your Ferrari, Dorito, you were saying basically going fast. I don't know what you were saying, but yeah, something about a crash. Yeah, so maybe if you slept in that day, maybe this, maybe that, right? But if you were more chill, that stuff would have been avoided. But since you were rushing, and that's what they say, most accidents take place because people were going like 20, 30 kilometers faster than they did. Therefore, the brakes were not as quality of stopping, therefore avoiding the accident, right? Like a lot of Michelin tire commercials, a lot of brake commercials would say that. They would say, if only that person was driving a little bit slower, they would have had more distance and more stopping power and less crash, right? So, yeah, I hear you, brother. I like to eat for breakfast scrambled eggs with bacon and apple juice. Scrambled eggs with bacon and apple juice. Not bad, not bad. Sounds pretty. Not bad. Oh, I used to eat a 5 egg omelet every day for breakfast when I wake up in the morning. Whenever I was doing my bodybuilding, trying to get huge. And it was pretty tough to eat 5 extra large eggs, in the frying pan. Door kickers tactical and outdoor stream would be cool. Yeah, I thought about that, but it's a little bit windy where I'm from, so I don't want there to be popping, like with the wind and everything. But I do have this microphone on, so that makes a little bit of a difference. Which this microphone better be working pretty good there. I hope it's not vibrating because of my lungs or something. I thought streams were at 7:30 also. Yeah, well, they normally are tactical, but I realized, door kicker, that like like what I'm trying to say is like 20 people would jump in and then they jump out and they leave right away. And I'm like, man, is it because I'm doing it at 7:30 p.m.? The sound quality is good. Okay, thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot, door kickers. Thanks a lot for letting me know. So like I was saying, I wanted to post at 7:30 p.m. because I wanted it to be chill. I wanted people to enjoy themselves. I wanted people to relax, put on their pajamas, because the 9 o'clock news comes on, or some other famous TV shows come on at 9 o'clock. So I did not want to compete with these other channels at 9. But I'm starting to think that maybe I should post at my live streams at 9 at night, but I don't know if I will or not. I might have to do some changes. I might have to do some changes. But also, it gets dark where I'm from, and the lighting is not as good in my room right now. Oh, we have a cat named Jimmy. Okay, right on, Dorito, right on. That's pretty cool. I wonder how old your cat is or what type of cat, what kind of personality does your cat have? Does your cat like to scratch up your couch? What about 8:30 morning streams? Oh my god, are you crazy, door kickers? Don't you know I sleep until lunch every day? I'm just kidding. Uh, I mean, I guess I could try it, but I don't know who's going to be. I don't know. Would there be many people watching streams at 8:30 a.m.? It's just something I never thought about at all. I looked online a little bit, and online it suggested that I do, 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. and all that kind of stuff. You would watch them? I'm crazy. Woo woo. That you are, my man. That you are. Yeah. Oh, geez, what time is it now? It's probably like 4 or something, eh? Where I'm from, it's 5 p.m. Holy crap. That's crazy. Hey, I got a question for you two guys in the stream. You guys ever look up at the sky sometimes and you see like a silver circle in the air slowly moving, like those aliens or whatever, like those alien silver circles that look like a little marble in the sky, and all of a sudden they go and they zoom away, they zip up, and they're just gone or something like that, eh? Man, I've been seeing those a lot lately. Yes, white blood cells. Okay, all right. Yeah, I guess so. I never really thought about calling them white blood cells. I mean, I don't know if I just call them like, I don't know, silver marbles or something like that. Yeah, I've been seeing those. I seen that like 3 times this summer. At nighttime there with the stars and everything. And it's not a satellite. It's not an airplane. I seen one a couple weeks ago there. It moved a little bit there, and then it stayed stationary, perfectly stationary, man. It was like 4 kilometers away. Okay, well, maybe it was like 10 kilometers away. It was like 10 kilometers away. And it just stayed there above the ocean right next to the moon. And it stayed there for like 45 minutes. And I looked at it for like 10, 20 minutes there. And I felt like it was looking at me, man, seriously. And I was like, because I was on the balcony. And I was like, okay, well, fuck it. I'm just going to keep hanging out with my buddies or whatever. And then I go check it later with my buddies or whatever. And it was just gone, totally gone, as gone as could be. And I was like, fuck, it's gone or whatever. And I was like, my buddies were, well, like my friend who always does he always does these strange little whistling sounds. Like, I don't know if you ever met people with breathing problems or whatever, where they calm themselves down by going like, but he was like, oh, fucking weird. And I was like, oh shit, or whatever. But yeah, man, scary times. If aliens ever want to reveal themselves, now would be the time. Man, I love me some McDonald's coffee. I could live off that stuff. So I'm smiling because I don't want to. I had a few alien encounters in my life. Actually, I don't know if this is where we're going with the stream, but you know, well, one for sure, anyways. And I met a Sasquatch, but that's for another video. Chantel Scott says hi. What up, Chantel Scott? Cool name. Is that your last name? Chantel, give me a favor and subscribe. Holy man, it's been a quiet stream today. Kind of feel like leaving. Kind of feel like leaving. Leaving. Yeah, Chantel just left again. Well, screw you, Chantel. Go away. Don't come back. Fuck you. Just kidding. Now my stream's getting canceled. Anyway, door kickers. Leave you ever had any like ghost encounters? Oh yeah, tons. I had a lot of ghost encounters. Little ghost girls sneaking in my room, opening the door. Not sneaking, but just slowly walking in my room. Had a ghost rub their hand across my arm there. Yeah, a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Trying to think actually, but now I can't really, you know, just various things there, like how the leaves rustle in the wind in the fall and stuff. But the worst of the worst was whenever I was at Montreal, and I was living in an older house there. And turns out maybe a younger lady might have died in it like 150 years ago or something. And I was sleeping in there in the basement, and it was super creepy. Yeah, the ghost walking down the stairs. Sleep paralysis, not really. I mean, I had it once or twice where I could not move and I was scared, and then I woke up and I moved or whatever there. But how your eyes are open and you can't move, yeah, I had that a couple times, but not. And it was scary, but just it only ever happened to me a couple times there. But yeah, to get back to the ghost there, I think about that once in a while of how I could hear the ghost walking down the stairs there, and she had a heavy foot. She was like, but kind of like slower than that. It was like walking down the stairs, and I was laying in my bed. I was like, and I opened my eyes at the first step, and I was like, "Oh my god, that better not be the ghost." And then I was like, there was only like 10 or 12. Yeah, my mic battery did run out. Thanks for telling me.
Yeah, so we'll end the stream shortly. But anyway, can you guys still hear me now? So, anyways, yeah, from 10 to 15, you usually get night sweats as you're growing and all that kind of stuff. Maybe some back pain. When you're a kid, maybe 10 to 15 or 10 to 20, let's say, you can sometimes get back pain just from growing pains. Maybe you get sore shin bones. Yeah, just a sec, man. I'm on the phone. So, anyways, yeah, as I was saying, when you're 10 to 20, you get like growing pains when you're sleeping and that. And sometimes the paralysis dreams or whatever, it could be maybe that you're realizing you're in a dream, and then you say to your like in the dream, and then you say, "Oh, I'm dreaming," and then you like open your eyes and you can't move or whatever. Let's say, and it is scary, but it's normal. And then obviously, what happens is you wind up moving, right? So it'll go away. It'll go away. Door kickers. It'll go away. You know, that's fine. It's fine. It's probably actually a normal part of developing door kickers. But I would say, like, let's say if it happens like 50 times in a row or 100 times or something like that, well, then yes, you talk to a doctor about it, you know, that sort of thing. I probably, or sometimes maybe if you just have like scary dreams, like an alligator attacking you and all that's pretty normal. But if you're having nightmares like every single night, well, that's not normal too. But in a way, it is normal to dream, but just most people don't remember because they're so busy doing whatever in the day. But my advice is sleeping is for just laying down, relaxing. You get tired, you fall asleep, and that's it. So a dream is just a dream, something to pass you through as you're dreaming, sleeping, or whatever there. So I wouldn't think too much about it, especially at your age, young buck. The master hurt. I don't know what that means, Chantal. What does that mean, the master hurt? One of my fever dreams was that voices in my head were telling me my house was made of sand and it was going to collapse and kill me. Okay, well, that's interesting that you say that, man. That's interesting that you say that. Yeah, Adrian, is that you in the hallway? I hear someone jingling change or something. One sec. Yo, yeah, come back in 10, 20 minutes. I'm on the phone.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm just talking to a buddy there. But anyway, door kickers, about your dream. Oh, I'm so excited for Halloween. Right on, Chantel. I'm excited for Halloween too. I'm going to do a Halloween stream, special edition just for you, Chantel. You know, give me a like while you're at it. Stick around. Get to know me. Get to know the team. Back to you, door kickers. Sometimes a dream like that is to remind you, maybe say, for example, like you don't know this yet, door kickers, but maybe the reason why you had that dream is because maybe you live in an old house, maybe it vibrates a lot when like let's say you have a 300-pound aunt or uncle that comes to visit, then he walks down the hallway to go use the bathroom and dong 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 dong, and there's big vibrations and you're like, holy crap, man, when this guy's walking the house shakes or whatever. And then you have a dream that the house is going to turn to sand and fall apart, and that could be just a way of saying that you're nervous about the condition of the house. So therefore, if I was you, oh, this house was like 24 years old. Okay, well, it's a new house then. It's a new house. Okay. I was just being concerned, like structurally, maybe you were nervous about the structure of the house, you know. Yeah, could just be like safety then or something like that. Like maybe you don't feel safe in the house or something like that, or you know, just basic stuff. Just basic stuff. I just subscribed. Thank you, Chantel, for subscribing. Normally I go on 7:30 p.m. every day, but today I thought I'd do it a little bit early. So thanks a lot. Stick around, get to know my stuff, check out my shorts, you know, like my shorts, comment, whatever. Help me out a little bit. Help the algorithm. Isn't that what everybody says these days? But like I was saying, yeah, I usually am on very strong house. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know what the issue is then, my friend. But, you know, sometimes just dream is just a dream, eh? But, yeah. I mean, I had some pretty exciting dreams for the last couple of weeks there. I kind of forget them now, though, of course, there. But yeah, that's it. That's all. When is the Halloween stream? Well, probably near Halloween, right? I'll have something planned there. I'll have a little costume. I'll have a funny little hat on my bald head there. And, you know, figure out something fun maybe. Hey, we'll do something fun with this. You know, I'll wear interesting Halloween stuff. I'll send you guys some candy in the mail. No, I don't know. We'll figure something out, though. But anyways, guys, let's take off now. Let's maybe I'll post another live stream later on today. It's crazy, man. I'm a 32-year-old man. I should have ate like 100 grams of protein and worked out by now. I feel guilty there. But I needed to sleep more than I needed anything else. You know, so the body is a mysterious thing. Chantel Scott, how many subscribers do you have? I have like 208 subscribers. So not very much. I'm just a small fry. I'm just a small French fry in the world of YouTube. But, you know, I'd like to have more because I want to talk to more people and I want to get to meet new people. And I think it's awesome just making small talk with people, getting to know people and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, I really like it. I had a cousin who was into it actually, and I didn't really get it. And then I started joining his live streams, but he actually quit because he was he got kind of too big and he got scared. I had a cousin who had 10,500 subscribers, and he used to just talk to people all day like I would. Not all day, but on the streams. But he was upset because a lot of people were started to threaten him, and he had a family, and he quit. And I don't know why. Really, he totally changed. He totally changed. What he did was he turned off his YouTube, and he just started traveling the world at like 50 years old. So that's all he does now is travel the world. Okay, bye, Chantel Scott. We'll see you guys later. So I'll see you later too, door kickers. Maybe I'll do a live stream tonight or something, eh? But I got to eat some chicken breast and then I got to go to the gym. So catch you guys later, all right? Peace.